It is the morning of day 8 of our 1,200-mile journey from Sarasota, Florida to Texas. Today we are in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and we are on the way to the Vicksburg National Military Park. It'll be great. So here we are at tour stop 1, where the self-guided tour on the app was talking about how they had 22 artillery pieces that bombarded day and night into the field. And they had 2 different types. So one was the rifle and one was the smoothbore. So you can tell the difference by the front of the gun. Here is the rifle, and I'll walk over and show you the smoothbore, which is indicative of its name. It's smooth on the inside. Very cool. I learned something today.
So this is the Illinois State Memorial, built in 1906, and at the time it cost $190,000 to build it. And they say today that's what, $4.6 million, made of marble. It's really great.
This reminds me of DC.
Yeah, looks like marble.
Just thinking. This is so echoey.
It is. Dominus tecum benedicta tu et mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui. So the top road called Union Avenue is closed, and we saw some paving equipment. So that road is currently closed. So we are skipping stop 6 and stop 7 and going straight to the USS Cairo, or Cairo, however you pronounce it, which is stop 8. It's so cool how they use these blue signs to show the troop movements and show the battle. And it's really, really easy to visualize this battle because you can see all the blue lines or the blue signs to show where the Union and the Confederate went.
Look right there.
Now we are following the Confederate line. So on the way in, we were following the Union line on the road, and now we are following the Confederate line. Oh, and you can see how close the Union was with that blue sign. So here we are at stop 9, which is Fort Hill. Fort Hill is behind us, but over here is the Yazoo River.
So you can see the Mississippi right there.
Yeah, you can.
And then this is the Yazoo River.
So the Mississippi is over there, and this is the Yazoo River, which is super, super cool.
Yazoo River runs up.
So the Mississippi River used to come right in front of here. But now it's just the Yazoo River. So here's the Mississippi today, but it used to come up here. All right, and here is the fort. Matthew, come here. Wow, what a view. You could see everything from up here.
Don't tempt fate, buddy. They had cannons right here.
Wait, they had a 6-pound gun? Fire! Up! Go, go, go! Cannon? Load!
Fire the cannon.
Fire the cannon.
These cannons could reach out. Those buildings over there.
Wow, that's a long ways.
Well, that's a 6-pound. That's a 24-pound.
Load!
And
Cannon.
if you look on the front of it, it's broken.
Yeah.
So they couldn't fire cannonballs. So what they did is they loaded grape shot, which is like ball bearings. Shot it. Yeah. It's people. It's like a shotgun.
Oh.
Yep.
Now we are here at the USS Cairo, and now I looked online for pronunciation because I wasn't sure if you pronounced it the same way they did in the Cairo, the city. So, but according to Google, it's Cairo. Correct me if that is wrong. This is so cool. It's got the wood on the bottom. And then above the water, you would see just the armor and the cannons, which is so cool. Do you see the cannon?
Upriver. It was exploring. So you can see right here.
Oh, so here we are, and it sunk up there.
Yeah, see, suddenly explosions were in the boat, including the one you see in front of you. It sank in 36 feet of water. They think that the Confederates strung mines across the river and detonated
When she went through?
So it sank 16 miles north of here.
Wow. And there she goes.
I don't know. There in the front.
Yeah.
And then right here on the side, it's that hole right there.
Yeah.
That's where the mine hit.
Oh, it is. That's where they got hit?
That's what the billboard said. That little hole right below that cannon right there, that's where they got hit.
Oh, and that's why they went down? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody died. They said nobody died, nobody was injured.
Oh, they were all able to get out?
In 36 feet of water.
Wow, that's incredible.
Mine hit.
Wow, that's incredible.
So this thing sunk in what, the 1860s?
Yeah. Wow, look at those cannons. My goodness, those things are huge.
Yeah. It was raised in 1960.
Really?
So it was underwater for 100 years.
100 years it was underwater. That's incredible. That when the Cairo sunk, its smokestacks were visible above the water.
Dad, can we go on?
So the sister boat, the Pittsburgh, knocked down the Cairo's chimneys to hide where it was located. It's really cool.
But you can still see the original wood.
It's really cool. Wow, those things are huge. Full steam ahead. Oh, these are steam drums and boilers. So the bottom, the bottom 5 tubes are boilers, and then the top horizontal guys are the steam drums. So cool. And we've got the pistons over here, and then the oscillating, and then they've got oscillating arms.
Yeah, it's the big
Oh, the paddle wheel in the back. Wow.
they can go very fast. Bridge.
Dad,
Where the captain controls
it is the captain control. It tells you right here.
the pilot, what's called the pilot house. That's where they drove the boat to the bridge.
That's right, Harvard. And Mom, and Dad.
Oh, up top here?
Yeah.
Dad,
Okay,
this
can
could be
y'all,
where it linked.
that's called the cap stand. So that's
That's the-
stand. They still use these on Navy ships. This was connected to the rotary system, and what it did, it's used for moving heavy stuff. So look, if they had to move a cannon from here to there, you couldn't do that. So you would hook a rope up to it in the capstan and pull it half the way, and then do like a winch or a bevel over there, and then pull it the rest of the way.
Oh, that's neat.
That's how they moved heavy stuff.
That's really smart. So that's the original wood down below. You can see the difference between the old wood and the new wood. A lot of this was restored, is what they were saying inside the museum, just to preserve it.
It was underwater 100 years.
Yeah, which is incredible. That the wood is still here after 100 years. Huge cannon.
So it says look down and left,
Okay, look down and left.
and down to your left to see one of Cairo's restored firebox doors.
Oh, I see it right there. Look, on the left.
Yeah.
You see it right below the boiler.
Coal shoveled in these fireboxes heated the boilers. Steam from the boilers powered Cairo's engines and drove her paddle bill. A gunboat without steam could not move and was helpless if attacked. Ironclads kept fires burning and steam pressure built up even when anchored. For hours on end, coal heavers hauled coal from the storage bunkers into the fire room, and the firemen fed the fuel into each box. So each one of those. So yeah, pretty much, it's Navy. You know, Navy's still using steam 200 years later.
Yeah. Think about how strong this wood construction must have been to hold these cannons, the crew, the artillery, the boilers, and all of that.
Think about how loud it was in here when they fired.
Oh my
these
goodness!
cannons.
Can you imagine? Those guys are probably like fully deaf. My goodness.
You ever shot a gun indoors? Imagine popping off a cannon.
Oh, I bet they had. I bet they heard like, you know, like loudly. My goodness.
Look out. Ironclads like the USS Cairo came equipped with 13 heavy cannon. It took a crew of 6 men to position and fire each gun. The Cairo prowled the rivers north of Vicksburg. It used its cannons to pound Confederate forts, battle enemy gunboats, and sink shipments of supplies headed for Confederate armies.
I'm seeing one 30-pounder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 32-pounders, and then a couple 8-inch. And then you can see the armor plating was in the middle, and then they had railroad iron in the front, or in the front and the stern. Neat. Oh, you can tell the difference. Yeah, railroad up there, armor plating in the middle. Very, very cool. Okay, the USS Cairo was super awesome. That was really, really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. Did you guys enjoy that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was really cool.
If we get a chance to go to it again, can we?
Absolutely, that was really cool. That was really cool.
Well, think about this, guys. You guys have been on the Alabama. Look how far technology came in 100 years.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Actually, I think it was less.
Yeah.
So that was 1860, and the Alabama was built in 1940, 1930.
I have no idea.
So 80 years.
Yeah, that's
They
amazing.
went from wooden ships with cannons to steel ships. Yeah.
That's actually really interesting to think about. Yeah, that's really cool. The site of the interview between Grant and Pemberton, July 4th, 1863. This is the site of the surrender. The end is in sight. This is remembering the sacrifices. States have been dedicating memorials here to the soldiers since 1903. The federal law that created Vicksburg National Cemetery Park authorized each state that had troops at Vicksburg to build a memorial. Many northern states began at once. It took decades for southern states to achieve the level of prosperity they enjoyed before the war. As a result, many of the southern state memorials were built much later than those from the northern states. Many southern memorials, such as Texas and Georgia, reflect more modern artistic styles. The Mississippi Memorial was one of the first memorials built by a southern state. So this is one of the first memorials built by a southern state. This is the Pemberton Memorial. It looks like stop 13 through 15 is also closed. Like, it looks like they're repaving the road going to those areas. So this is it. But this was absolutely amazing. We absolutely loved seeing this. This was really cool.